a deck that's going to get you to Master Ball rank, then this is going to be the video for you. Hi, I'm Ursi, and I reached Master Ball rank last season, and I'm about there again with this lovely little deck. Oricorio is a new card from Celestial Guardian that just dropped in Pokémon Pocket, and it is absolutely going to shake up the meta. But right now, our lovely little electric bird is not getting the respect that she deserves. And let me tell you, so Oricorio is an electric bird, you can see over here, that her ability is that EX Pokemon cannot put damage in this card from the attack that it does. So this means it can put damage back into them, but it's never going to be attacked by, you know, an EX Pokemon. And that's absolutely huge because the meta used to be a lot of big-butted basic EX Pokemon. You can think Arceus, you can think Giratina Darkrai that you see over here. And a lot of those other cards that really took hold and controlled the meta last set. But, you know, the question is are they going to respect Oricorio? I think most of these players think they can poke Oricorio down with either their own abilities or low damage one-pointers. I mean, you can see this player trying to poke down Oricorio with the Darkrai ability because, right, there's only so much healing that a deck can have. Right? That's what I was thinking too. But last night, I had finished playing on the ladder for the day, and I was thinking about what deck I actually wanted to run because I wasn't feeling the most happy about, any of the decks I was playing thus far. And I realized maybe there's only so many trainers I can put in my deck that heal, right? But what about that adorable, you guys say creepy, Wigglytuff that heals for 20 damage every single turn? I mean, it worked in the Meowscarada list at the beginning of last set with a 1-1 line, but I mean, I put in a 2-2 line of this beautiful little Wigglytuff, and I'm telling you, it's absolutely insane. The heals, these heals can go on infinitely. And some turns, you're having 40 damage healed off of your Pokemon just from the Wigglytuff by itself. And that's not all the heals that we're going to have in this deck. Let me show you shortly here what that deck list is looking like, but I mean, you can check it out yourself. Obviously, they're having a hard time putting this Oricorio down, but let me tell you, normally your opponent, they know they can't attack in, and if they want to put up a fight like this, they'll go down in the long run, and if they don't, they're going to concede fast and quick, and it's going to be a really great deck. It can be a little slow, right, to get them, convinced that you can't, that they can't win, but it's a lot of fun, and I really, really enjoy this deck. It's kind of funny watching all these concedes roll through. I had so much fun actually collecting all these screenshots. It's hilarious to see when people decide that the game's over, they're finally done. Normally I like faster decks, so this was a little bit, a fun one for me personally. But here is the list in front of you all finally. I'm just kidding, but yeah, so this is gonna be our list for this Oricorio Wigglytuff list. If you have any iterations or changes to the list, let me know. I'd love to hear how you think that you could improve this. So it's going to be that 2 Oricorio that we're going to be using that ability. I'm really taking advantage of the fact that people, as we said, aren't really respecting Oricorio and its ability for what it is. It's just a fact. Then we're going to be running 2 Jigglypuffs, and these are 2 Jigglypuffs that do 20 damage. I briefly thought about running the Sing Jigglypuff, but I don't think you really need it. I mean, I don't think you should need it. The 20 damage actually comes really in handy, especially sometimes you start the Jigglypuff, right? And you can hand attach and attack, and then going second, right? And then your turn 2, you evolve up to Wigglytuff, attach again, and knock out some of those like really early basics who might not be able to evolve, who are like 70 health and below. But obviously, you're really gonna, for a lot of the cases, especially with EXs, you're gonna be wanting to attack with it. But sometimes there are times that you're gonna want to take advantage of Wigglytuff's bigger health at 100, so make sure to keep that in mind. We also are, for healing trainers, running 2 potions and a Pokemon Center Lady. This is helpful in like before you get that Wigglytuff set up. So like you can think like Darkrai is basically pinging from their turn 1 at least 50 time. So it can take a couple turns to get your healing set up. So you can use those potions and that, you know, Pokemon Center Lady to keep it, you know, squared away, as well as like, let's say you're going in Skarmory, or you going into Meowscarada, or some of those other, you know, basic Pokemon that are putting out some damage. You can fill in the gaps where needed with that healing. Obviously, running 2 Pokeballs is going to be really helpful in finding these basics. I mean, Oricorio is ready to go once you draw it, but even Jigglypuff and finding that healing starting. We're also running 2 Capes that helps us, I mean, Wigglytuff stay out of range of some attacks, even Oricorio to help delay, right, if you're not got that healing set up just yet. We also do have 2 Research here that are going to help us draw through our deck. I also have an Iono that's in this list for consistency, just to help us find Wigglytuffs, help us find those Oricorios, help us even find some of those trainers we might want. We're also running a Giovanni in this list that really helps with, once again, those basic Pokemon, right, that are not EX Pokemon. So like you can think Rowlet, 60 health, Sprigatito, 60 health, Cosmog, 60 health, Charmander, 60 health, Skarmory with the type advantage of Oricorio, that's 80 damage, that knocks out a Skarmory that's not Cape. So things like that, it really helps with. And then there's a couple Pokemon that are just like 10 over, or if they've healed a bit, like let's say, let's say like Darkrai has a potion, that's essentially 160 health, so that Giovanni helps fill in. We also have a Cyrus for when they run away. I would actually love to put a second Cyrus in this list, but I'm not really sure how to slot it in. And then we're gonna be running a Mars to help keep them from finding their pieces. And honestly, Guzma is insane. Also, interactive art, so I had to run it. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I had to run it. I got the interactive art, but it is so good in this list. Taking off helmets, right? Like when I'm swinging into a Darkrai or any helmeted Pokemon, it is putting 20 damage back into my Oricorio, that if they did other damage earlier in that turn, it might be hard for me to heal. But Guzma helps fix that. Guzma also takes off capes if I do a certain amount of damage, like a cape, like we said, like the caped Darkrai, right? If I've done 3 attacks, it's only 150 health. So Guzma is really helpful. Let me know what you think about the deck though, guys. If you're new here, hi, I'm Ursi. I stream Pokémon Pocket about 7 days a week, so don't pause to check out the channel. We will be streaming this list later tonight. A lot of people were asking about the list, so here it is. Let me know what you think. Let me know what decks you're running, if you are afraid of Oricorio, if you're not afraid of Oricorio. And you know what, guys? Make sure you're respecting our lovely little electric bird, but don't, because I want to get to that. But anyway, guys, make sure to try out the list and let me know down below in the comments what you think. And make sure you hit the like button if you like this list, and the subscribe button because we put out more content. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye!